Hi friends, welcome to Civil Engineering and Structures channel. In this video I will explain you what are the properties of the stiffness matrix. Okay, what is the properties of the stiffness matrix in finite element methods? Okay, for that you can see the first property is it is a symmetric matrix. It is a symmetric matrix is nothing but K is equal to K transpose. If you transpose the rows and columns, if you interchange the rows and columns, then we will get the same exact matrix. Okay, then coming to the second one is the sum of the elements in any column must be equal to 0. You can see here this is a symmetric matrix. This is a stiffness matrix for one dimensional bar element. Okay, one dimensional bar element. The property is sum of the elements in any column, that is, let us say this is the first column and this is the second column. Then if you add this column elements, 1 minus 1 0, then minus 1 plus 1 0. Similarly, if you add the row elements, first row elements, 1 minus 1 0. Similarly, if you add, okay, second column second row elements, that is 1 minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Okay, the sum of elements in any column and row must be equal to 0. Okay, then third property is it is an unstable element, so the determinant is equal to 0. That is what mean by this means the determinant, the determinant is K is equal to 0. You can see here this two-dimensional 2 by 2 stiffness matrix. You can see here what is the formula for determinant? AD minus BC. What is AD? A is 1, D is 1, that is 1 into 1. And what is BC? B is minus 1 and C is minus 1. Okay, 1 into 1 minus, okay, minus 1 into minus 1 plus, therefore you get 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is one of the property of this stiffness matrix. Okay, and the fourth point is the dimension of the global stiffness matrix is n by n, where n is the number of nodes. This follows from the fact that each node has 1 degree of freedom. Okay, what is the exact meaning of this? We will get this kind of element stiffness matrix. Then we have to assemble this element stiffness matrix to form the global stiffness matrix. But the global stiffness matrix size should be number of nodes. Okay, number of nodes. Here number of for one dimensional problem, here one dimensional problem, the number of nodes is nothing but displacements. Okay, number of nodes is nothing but displacements. Okay, generally for one dimensional bar element, you can see here for one dimensional bar element, this is the node 1 and this is the node 2. Let us say okay, I divided into let us say two parts. This is node 1, this is node 2, and this is node 3. Then what is my global stiffness matrix size is n into n, where n is nothing but number of nodes. What is mean by that? Okay, then coming to the fifth one, the diagonal coefficients are always positive. We can see here the diagonal coefficients. This is the diagonal elements. This is the diagonal elements of the particular matrix. So the diagonal elements are always positive and relatively large. You can see here relatively large when compared to the off diagonal values in the same row. Okay, this is a fifth property. Okay, this is the fifth property. Okay, let us take the stiffness matrix for truss element. Okay, the stiffness matrix for this is the stiffness matrix for truss element. Okay, in trusses, each node, let us say this is the one of the truss member. Okay, let us say this is a truss. This is the nodes. This is node 1, this is node 2, and node 3. Okay, node 3. The truss is made up of several one-dimensional bar elements. In truss, each node having 2 degrees of the freedom. Each node is having 2 degrees of the freedom. That is what is meant by that. Each node is having 2 degrees of freedom is the truss will move in x direction, the truss will move in y direction, means it has u displacement and v displacement in y direction. Similarly, at node 2 u2 v2 like that. Okay, therefore therefore the stiffness matrix, okay, the element stiffness matrix is of size 4 by 4. Okay, 4 by 4, 4 by 4. Then if you want to the global stiffness matrix, if you want to get the global stiffness matrix for this truss element, then what is the size of this global stiffness matrix for truss element is, let us say, how many nodes there are? 3 nodes, 3 into 6. Okay, 3 into 3 3 into 2, that is 6 by 6 matrix you will get. If the 3 nodes are there, then you will get the 6 by 6 matrix, that is global stiffness matrix. Okay, similarly the diagonal elements are relatively more as compared to off diagonal elements, non diagonal elements. Okay, similarly the det of this stiffness matrix, should be 0. Okay, this is all about the properties of the stiffness matrix in finite element methods. Okay, anyway, thank you for hearing this lecture. Thank you.